Welcome back to the Fit Cosplayer Podcast. Today's episode, we're talking about fear, and I would like to start off with a story of mine. So I did not want to continue this podcast, mainly out of fear. I was afraid that whatever I started talking about, if it was fitness, if it's my faith, if it's mental health, if it's coaching and accountability, how to have the life of your dreams, how to feel powerful and excited and focused throughout the day. Because those are like the four huge passions in my life that if I picked any one of them, I couldn't talk about the other three. And I don't know where this came from, but somehow I attached my fears to like this podcast. So if I started talking about one thing, then that's who I am, right? I'm the cosplay guy. I'm the fitness guy. I'm the Christian guy. And I'm one of those things, and it can't be anything else. And I don't know why, why I think that, and I don't know how that even came to be. It's probably from a lot of just watching other creators and their flow, their experience, right? A lot of people start off YouTube and say, this is what I'm about, this is my channel, like I'm a gamer, or this is a faith-based channel, I'm a Christian, and that's all the videos are about. And so I guess somewhere along the line, I thought, if I did that, I can only be about one thing. And even on my other, channels, like when I do cosplay videos, it's just cosplaying and workouts, like that's it. And I've been so afraid to post any other type of content because I've been afraid, what if they don't like it? What if they don't like you? What if they don't like what you stand for? What if they don't agree with your faith? What if people don't want to cosplay when they work out? What if people like to cosplay and they don't like to work out? And all those options are fine. The people that I follow, right? The people that you follow on YouTube, you don't have to like every video they make. And somehow I convinced myself that I have to do everything perfectly or no one's gonna like me. I'll get shunned from, and I put this in air quotes, shunned from whatever community, right? The nerd community, the fitness community, the Christian community, right? Because how are you gonna talk about Jesus, but you have workout videos and you're shirtless half the time? There's all these thoughts that go into my head thinking that if I do one thing, I disqualify myself from every other thing. If I make a video about, mental health, saying it's okay to have a cookie and relax, then can I still be a fitness guy if I'm telling people to eat cookies? When I say them out loud, it sounds really dumb, but when they get stuck in your head, you just hear that on repeat. And that's what I hear on repeat. And there's really no conclusion to the story. It doesn't wrap up nicely with a bow, and I'm not going to tell you I'm not afraid anymore and I wake up super confident and nothing is wrong ever, because that's not true. But what I have come to learn and what I'm experiencing right now is that it's okay to be afraid of things and it's okay to be confident about things. And being in between is where most people are. Sitting here right now, there's a lot of fear. If I post this and no one listens, right, does that mean I'm a failure? Obviously not, because, right, I'm not my art. That's something I learned recently too, that the artist is not the art, right? I don't get to attach myself to the work I make. The joy, the giving, the growth, the creativity, it's all in the process of it. And if I make my worth or my value everything that I do, then what happens if I stop doing that thing? Not that I have to keep doing it for the rest of my life anyway, which is, once again, another lie I believed. And to wrap that all up, the point I'm trying to make is it's okay to be afraid of things. It's okay to not feel 100% confident. It's perfectly fine if you are 100% afraid and you're doing it anyway. Because that's where the growth is. That's when you become a whole new person. That is when you're stepping out in faith. That is when you learn to become the person you want to be. When there's this huge hill of fear and you climb up it anyway. You have all the reason to not go. You have every excuse in the book to stay safe, to stay afraid. But while you are afraid, you get to show up anyway. That's such a powerful and hard truth, I know. But at the end of the day, that's what really matters. Even though you're afraid, can you still move through the fear? Because that's really the only way to get over it. Get over the fear. You can't wait until you're not afraid. You can't wait until someone holds your hand through it. You can't wait until you're comfortable. You just gotta go. And it sucks and it's scary and you're gonna dread it every second. But when you walk through that fear, you get confident through it. You get confidence in the unknowing. You get confidence in the mess ups, in the failures. When you say when you say when you say something that people don't agree with, that's how you grow, that's how you learn, that's how you become the person that you really want to be. I think that's it for this episode. I really wanted to share my story. I wanted to share that message. I hope was powerful. There you go. See, I just said and if there's anything, and I want the goal of this podcast to be not just me blathering on about my fears, but I want it to be a place where there can be support. I want it to be a place where people can feel free to chime in and say, hey, I'm afraid of that too. Or, hey, here's where I struggle. And yes, that's in areas of fitness, of your diet, areas of even your mental health. Not that I'm a doctor, but I, struggle with that too. Just like you, I'm a normal, regular human who has the same struggles as everybody else. Not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy, not feeling like you have time, feeling like everyone is ahead of you. We all have some form of that struggle. So the more we can put it out into the open and find a way to work through it, right? Not get over it, but work through it. That's how we all become better people. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember, your results show up when you do.